Hi, I'm Ala Shapiro and this is the Spa Rana channel. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and in my last video I promised you a video on my breast cancer journey. But while in preparation, I was watching other people's videos on this topic. I changed my mind. The fact is that every person's cancer is different and every patient faces different health challenges. I think at the time of diagnosis, each person needs to get themselves in the most positive thinking and listen to their doctors only. I repeat, listen to your doctors only. This is why I decided this video is going to be on the fears I faced when I was diagnosed with cancer and what I did to overcome them. I hope this helps someone to deal with their fears. If you are interested in my content, please subscribe, click the notification bell, like and comment under this video. Before I begin, I would like to offer these words of encouragement to those watching with cancer now. These words helped me tremendously when I was going through my treatment. Cancer may have started the fight, but you are going to finish it. I was diagnosed with stage 0 breast cancer in January 2019. I had to deal with medical fears even prior to the diagnosis. Very first fear was the fear of needles and procedures. Ever since I can remember myself, I faint at the thought of the needle going into my vein and blood being drawn. Here I had to deal with not just that, but also breast biopsies. I had to have 2 biopsies on my breast. The fears of the procedures were so overwhelming that I didn't even think about the possibility of having cancer. I would get myself so stressed out thinking about the biopsies, I would hyperventilate. Dr. Ginsburg, formerly Dr. Sumarkov, was my kid's pediatrician. By sheer accident, I found out that she was starting her hypnotherapy practice at that time. I didn't know much about hypnotherapy, but I thought it couldn't hurt, and I wanted to see if she could help me with my anxiety. The first time I went to see her, I wanted her to help me with the fear of the upcoming biopsy procedure. She worked with me and taught me the steps of self-hypnosis that I could apply during the procedure. I will be interviewing Dr. Ginsburg in my next video. We will discuss what hypnotherapy is, how it works, and the conditions it helps with. I still was very nervous and stressed for my first biopsy. Self-hypnosis helped me tremendously to go through it though. I still cried, but the nurses and the doctor were wonderful and gave me the needed support. The second biopsy was a breeze. I knew what to expect and I was prepared. Unfortunately, my first biopsy came back cancerous. My second biopsy was fine. Next fear was fear of cancer. I hear this from many people that when they are diagnosed with cancer, the thought that they have cancer basically keeps repeating and repeating day after day in your mind. This was true for me as well. I would basically wake up and fall asleep with one thought: oh my, I have cancer. I kept thinking that all the time. As you understand, this prevents you from living a normal life. The understanding that the cancer diagnosis is not the end, it's just an obstacle that I had to overcome, would sometimes come to my mind. So I was looking for solutions on how to stop thinking negatively. I started telling myself that I was not dying from cancer, I was living with cancer, and one day I will be living without it. I had choices where I could get treated. There was a convenience of going to the local hospital close to home, or to drive to New York City and get the world-class medical care. I chose to get treated at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Center in New York City. It is a world-renowned cancer treatment center with the best of the best doctors and the most updated protocol treatments. Having a doctor you trust and you know is the best in the field is very important in managing the cancer anxiety. Additionally, when I went to Sloan for procedures and treatments, it didn't feel like I was going to the hospital at all. It was a very positive experience overall. Going to the best of the best doctors and the hospital took a bit off the worry about the cancer. But the thought was still there, more needed to be done. I keep talking about running in many of my videos. Running is something that helps me manage my everyday stress. Running helped me with the cancer anxiety as well. I ran every other day and I went on brisk walks the rest of the time. The very few weeks I wasn't able to run were right after my surgery and during my radiation treatments. Running is known to increase the endorphins. According to webmd.com, endorphins trigger a positive feeling in the body similar to that of morphine. As a side note, I will be recording a run camp for new runners with the daily instructions. The goal will be to get a very new runner, someone with no running experience at all, to run a 5K race. I was one of those people, so I know exactly what to do, so stay tuned for that. It is very easy to feel sorry for yourself when you are diagnosed with cancer and to allow yourself to take it easy and not to do your normal day stuff. I would advise against it. Life needs to go on as normally as possible. I was able to work and to do all the other things I did prior. That all kept me occupied and took my mind off the cancer thoughts. I wasn't afraid of surgery for some reason, but I was terrified of radiation. I wasn't afraid to feel ill. I was afraid that the radiation would damage other parts of my body and cause some serious illness in the future. In fact, after my first treatment, I was in tears to the point where my oncologist was considering to change my treatment plan to a different one, which would not be ideal for me. But he did not have to change my treatment plan because Dr. Ginsburg came to the rescue again with her hypnotherapy. She taught me how to put myself into self-hypnosis during the treatments, and I was able to go through 4.5 weeks of 5 days a week of radiation pretty easily. So let's summarize the steps to fight the fears and anxiety related to cancer diagnosis. So number 1 is to have a plan of the best treatment that is available in your immediate area. Number 2 is to keep yourself as physically active as possible. Physical activity not only helps on the mental level, but also keeps you physically strong to overcome the difficult times. Run if you can. Number 3 is to keep your daily routine as normal as possible and keep yourself busy. And number 4 is to learn self-hypnosis so you can heal your mind, and when you heal your mind, you help your physical body to heal. In my last video, I mentioned the book that helped me tremendously when I was going through breast cancer treatment. It is by Dr. Funk and is called Breast, the Owner's Manual. You can purchase it on Amazon, and I will put a link in the description for those of you who are interested. And at this point, I would like to mention that the Woodhouse Day Spas in Red Bank and Montclair, New Jersey will be running the Strongest the New Beautiful campaign in October for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Book a Think Pink pedicure or Tickled Pink massage and receive a free Farmhouse Fresh Pink Moon Shea Butter hand cream. It smells delicious. The contact information for the spas is in the description for this video. Please stay tuned for my next video with Dr. Ginsburg on hypnotherapy, after which she will record a few meditations that you will be able to listen for free. They will help with stress and anxiety. I will post Dr. Ginsburg's information in the description of the body for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and click the notification bell so you do not miss the future videos. Love, health, and prosperity to all.